What version of you are you today? Are you an old, outdated concept version of who you think you should be, carrying on the things you feel you should be carrying on because you did, and it's what you wanted at one time? Are you brand new, enjoying this experience as a new being, which you are, irrespective of what we think? Don't let who you were in the past or your concept of who you were in the past dictate who you are today. You're a brand new, wonderful being that's never existed before. So are you playing by the rules and the definitions that you used to follow? These rules and definitions can often restrict our vitality, our vibrancy, our love, who we actually are, who we actually want to be, our true self, which is amazing once we stop judging ourselves. Because holy crap, do we judge ourselves. I judge myself. I don't know anyone else inside their mind, but I've got to be a top contender for the most self-judgment. Often, the way we live can bring us to where we're at, and I think self-judgment brings intense suffering. Intense suffering also brings the potential for great awakening, because things get so rough and so loud inside that it can often not become an option to keep doing it. It's like, I need something else than this suffering. I need something else than this thing that's not me, that for some reason I feel programmed to uphold and protect. It's only until we realize we can be as we truly are, with no need to define it, to control it, to force it, to put heavy rules or stipulations or punishment on it. In our society, we come from lots of religious control upbringing. Religion can be amazing. There's lots of root stuff like love and compassion. Lots of teachings that are amazing, but so much of it was twisted by organized religion to fuel wars and narratives and bullshit. In came with the original inherited sin of where we think we should be punished or we need to punish ourselves. We do so automatically. We see it on TV, we see it on movies. Oh, I should have done this. I need to go harder on myself. If I go harder on myself, then I'll become what I want to be. No, fuck that. It's bullshit. You are the person you want to be, and you can be any person. You can be what you want to be by deciding. But the thing that stops this from happening is self-judgment. When you judge yourself, when you judge others, you stifle your own transformation. So, don't judge yourself, and become aware of when you do, and see what kind of programming you are operating under. It can be a wonderful tool just to observe and see what's going on. There's a lot of things going on that we're not necessarily conscious of because we think it's who we are, and it's been going on since childhood. You are not who you think you are. You are not your thoughts. You cannot lose who you truly are. You can only become it. You can only lose what you are not. The very scary place of the uncertain unknown, the void of creation, the place within us when we let go of our own expectations and woulds and shoulds. It's something that can't be put into words, but it can only be felt. And when you start to allow yourself to go there, you'll know what it feels like. You won't need to have a word for it and say, oh, I'm here right now. You might say those words, but it's because you feel it. Woo! Get back in touch with how you feel, not what you think. Thinking is such a trap sometimes, because our minds are very powerful and imaginative, and we can create all these wonderful stories and beautiful things and concepts, but we can also create our own prisons and not know it. We can create our own hell, and we're the only ones who do, regardless of what happens outside of ourselves. Are you living as an outdated version of yourself? And if that's true, who do you want to be? And I want to let you know you can be that person. And you are that person when you decide